Welcome back to my channel. My name is Brittany. Thanks so much for stopping by. Today I have for you just a little mini Fashion Nova haul. I just have pants and then 2 belts. I really only needed pants at the moment. I do want to go through my wardrobe and just see like any gaps in my closet, because pants was one thing I noticed I definitely needed more of, because I just noticed myself constantly wearing the same ones. And I don't want to wear them out. And plus, you just get bored of wearing the same things over and over again. And Fashion Nova is really one of the only places that has tall, plus size friendly, cute stuff. Because there are places that have tall, plus size friendly stuff, but it's not cute. It's just very utilitarian, ugly, because I guess they think, oh, you're fat. You don't need cute clothes. Yes, I do. And Fashion Nova gets that. So we say thank you to Fashion Nova for understanding that, yes, I am plus size, but I still want to look cute. So I have, like I said, 4 pairs of pants, 2 belts, and then I think all of these are about the same style, like they're all flares. I have 2 pairs of jeans and then 2 pairs of dress pants. While my wardrobe does have quite a few jeans, I just want to have, like I said, more of an option, so that way I'm just not wearing all the same ones. Because as you know, having thick thighs, the occupational hazard of having thick thighs is that they rub together, there's friction, and the fabric of your jeans or pants in general rubs, and then jeans get that, like, it starts to thin out and then rips in a place that you really just can't fix it. Or at least I can't. Maybe I can take it to a tailor and they'll know what to do with it, but I haven't done that yet, so I'm just going to replace the jeans that I have if that does happen. But I will go ahead and let's just get right into this. I am a chatty Cathy, so I'll try not to do too much talking. First, I just want to say apologies for the lighting. It's dark outside. I'm trying to use natural light, but it's hard to use natural light when there's no light. So, kind of dark in here. I have all my lights on. My house is just naturally kind of dark. So, there's that. Apologies if the lighting looks bad. Second, I did my makeup today more than what I planned on it, and I did a cool tone eyeshadow. Let me show. So I don't normally do cool tone eyeshadow, if you can even see what that looks like. It's a ColourPop palette. I don't remember what it's called, but I do enjoy this color, actually. I wasn't expecting to like it. So, not that anybody asked about my eyeshadow. I just wanted to share. Okay, so like I said, I got 4 pairs of pants and 2 belts. Actually, for the belts, I thought I only ordered 1 because I only needed a black belt because I have a brown one, but then I got it and I was like, oh, I guess I actually ordered the 2-pack and didn't notice. But what I got for the belts was the essential basic belt set in black tan. And then the prices I have here are all the sale prices. So I think when I ordered everything was up to 80% off. I mean, on Fashion Nova, there's a sale every day. If you can't find something on sale, you're probably not on Fashion Nova. So yeah, if you buy something full price, that's kind of on you. The only things I know that aren't on sale are like their new athletic wear. But other than that, you should be able to find something on sale. So yeah, the ones I got were $7.80 with the sale price. And here's the black belt. Nothing special. It's just a black belt. And then it's got gold hardware. And then the brown, like a cognac color, again with gold hardware. I'm sure at some point I'll want to get belts with silver hardware, but most of my stuff has gold hardware just because I prefer gold over silver. I am trying to get more into silver, but so far it's just not been my jam, so I'm sticking with my gold. Okay, so the first pair of pants I have are the Sailor Stripe Stretch Flare jeans in dark wash. I got them in a size 20 and on sale they were $24. So here are the jeans. Again, they have, like I said, Sailor Stripe, pretty stretchy in the waistband. And then it has a light wash or a light fade down the thigh. And then you have, of course, 2 pockets here, women's jeans. They're pretty insignificant, but they're pockets. And then, of course, back pockets there. And then a good flare at the bottom here. And like I said, they're pretty stretchy, so this should be good for everyday wear, especially on the waist. Okay, so for the last pair of jeans, it's a no for me, dog, which is a bummer because I really like these. But they couldn't stand up to my tummy. So, like, if I didn't have a tummy, they'd go up. But here they are. Here's the style of them. And I really do like these. A shame they don't fit, but I will keep them as like my metric of weight loss. So I'll just try them on maybe like once a month until they fit. And then when they do fit, we'll all cheer. Yay, woo, you did it. But for now, this is where we're at. It's like just below my tummy of where they're going up. So yeah, real bummer because I really like these. Sad. I think even if I got the 22, these wouldn't fit great. And I wouldn't want to get the 24 because then they'd be way too loose in my thigh area while they would fit up here. So we're just going to keep it as it is. And like I said, these will just be the goal pants and they will be cute when I can get into them. So womp womp, you win some, you lose some. So the next pair of jeans I have are the Gemma Sculpting Stretch Flare jeans. Again, I got these on a 20 and on sale these were $18. And here these are. Again, they're a medium wash. Again, regular pockets. These pockets are a little bit deeper than the other pockets of the other jeans I just showed. And then back pockets. And on this one, there is stitching on either side to help with that sculpting. And then these are a little bit more rigid than the other pair of jeans too, which will also help with shaping. And then again, you got the medium wash and a flare at the bottom. And I got these ones particular because I have a pair of jeans. They are Fashion Nova, but I actually bought them secondhand from a resale store. And they are like my favorite pair of jeans. I wear them all the time. The problem is with the friction of thick thighs, the material is rubbing and I can see it starting to get really thin. And I just know, give me a minute. And I just know that they're about to die on me. And I'm really sad about it because they're my favorite jeans. So I wanted to find something that was similar. I wasn't able to find those exact ones because I don't actually know when they were out. Like I said, I bought them secondhand. So I don't know how long they were out for before I bought them. So I wasn't able to find anything exactly like it. These were the closest things I could find. The ones I have do have a button fly and this just has a zip fly, but you know, I think they're close enough. So we will see how they compare to the other ones I have. So here are the medium wash sculpt jeans. I did have a hard time getting into these. I don't know why I got a 20 instead of a 22. Actually, I do know why. Because the last pair, I think I got 2 jeans maybe like 2 or 3 months ago maybe. And I did get a 22. And they're very loose and they're not very flattering on the booty or like anywhere in the thigh. Like they fit because of like the size of my stomach. So they fit in terms of right there. But everywhere else, they're like too loose and not flattering. So that's why I got the 20. So I will live with it being tight right here for now because it fits better everywhere else. So here these are. Let me lift up my shirt a little bit. And in terms of shaping, looking in the mirror, yeah, I think there's good shaping and I don't have any gapping in the back. They mold pretty well right here, which is something I have issues with because the way my back curves in versus like my stomach, there's always a gap here, but there's no gap. So I'm very happy about that. And then they are comfortable besides, like I said, where it kind of cuts into my stomach, but we're working on it. We're working on it. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. And I do like that the seams that are for the shaping don't look too crazy because there's some jeans I've seen that are sculpting and there's just so much going on right here. It looks kind of crazy. So these look pretty good. And then here's it from the back here. So yeah, I do like these. And again, a good length because I believe this inseam from the website was either 34.5 or 35 inches. I will say even Fashion Nova's regular length stuff is pretty long. Good for me as someone who's 6 feet tall. Not so good for the rest of y'all. I don't know what y'all are gonna do, but I'm chilling. I'm happy. So these are a good length for sure, especially when I put on shoes, a little off the ground, and it'll still look good. So yeah, here's these, very cute, very comfortable. I do like them. I just wouldn't wear something tucked in with these. I would just keep it covered like this, which still looks fine. So the next pair of pants I have, these are going to be the more dressy pants. So these are the High Expectation Trouser pants in brown, and the inseam is 34 inches. And I got these in a size 3X, and these were $21. So these are what the pants look like. Just a good pair of dress pants. You do have 2 pockets in the front that are functional, and then just decorative pockets on the back, belt loops, and then a button and zip fly. And then these are wide leg as well. Like I said, I got everything wide leg. I'm tired of skinny jeans at the moment. I've been too lazy to put on skinny jeans, so buying flare pants has been important to me for the sake of ease in the morning, especially after putting on lotion. Yeah. Waistband's not stretchy. Well, the pants aren't stretchy at all, but I think since they are flowy, they should still be pretty comfortable. And again, I need pants, so hopefully I can get nice dress pants out of these, and then they'd be good for going to work, but also dressing them down with some sneakers and maybe like a sweater. So that way I have more variety in my wardrobe as well. All right, so here are those brown dress pants. Not gonna lie, they were a little hard to get on and kind of squished in here. Having a hard time breathing, but they are on and they fit. I'll say they fit, and I can still sit down without worrying about them like popping a seam. But the waistband is tight. And a weird thing about these is that the button, I think it's like men's pants button like this, where the button's on the left side and you have to button into the right. Whereas women's clothes is typically you button, like the button's on the right side and then you button into the left. So it was weird buttoning them because I'm not used to buttoning that way. So there was that. And like I said, the waistband is a little tight, but I knew there was no stretch in the waistband. But they will be good pants to have, like as I'm losing weight, so I don't have to worry about getting new pants. But I can't really wear like a fitted shirt with it because I am splooging over. I know like it's not an issue per se, but I do like prefer to be not like this. So I'll wear a baggier shirt or sweater and not something tucked in with these. And the pocket is just, I don't know if you can see, let me come closer. The pocket is like, you can see the lining because it is stretched out a bit. You can kind of see close how like this fat kind of goes over the waistband a little bit, but I don't hate it though. And I still think that they are pretty flattering. Again, I would just wear something that's a little more flowy for my top. And then like I said, I think they'll be good just as I lose weight to have something that I don't have to buy another thing of, and they can just kind of, as my body shrinks, they'll just kind of go with me. And these are a good length. Like I said, my inseam is 34 inches. So, but I do like this color. Even though they're a little tight, I still like them, and I'll be keeping these. So yeah, not a bad addition to the wardrobe. And the last pair of pants I have are the Wilma wide leg trousers in charcoal. And these are 33-inch inseam. My inseam is technically 34 inches, but I did see a review from a girl who's 6 feet tall and 300 pounds. And she said they were long enough on her. And I was like, yeah, that's about what I am. I'm 6 feet tall, a little more than 300 pounds. But I was like, that's a pretty good metric to use. So I'm glad she left that review. So I wasn't sure if 33 inches would look like it's flooding on me, but we won't really know until we tried it on. But I got those also in a 3X, and then these were $11.98 on sale. So these are the pants, just charcoal color, and then no pockets. It does have the decorative pockets, and then the back is actually an elastic waistband, which I didn't realize. And they're very flowy, and these are very soft. So while they do have that dress pant look, they're going to be very comfortable in terms of dressing them down, especially with like the sneakers and sweater. Probably a little more so than the other ones I have. Those probably more like work, maybe going to an event, church, that kind of thing. And then again, a wide leg. So these are very comfortable. I'm actually really excited about these, so I hope they are long enough. Okay, so here are those gray trouser pants, and actually I did find that they do have pockets. They were just kind of lost in the flowiness of them. Again, they are very soft. They are about a high rise. My belly button's right here, so they are a high rise. And here's what they look all the way around. Again, no pockets on the back, but you do have that pocket detail look. And I would say for length, they're all right. Like I would love if there was an extra inch, but in terms of length, I think with a shoe, especially if I do a tennis shoe, it should be fine. And yeah, like I said, they're very comfortable. And I do like the pleating here as well. So very, very nice pants. I can't complain. They will be good to add to my wardrobe, and they're warm. So I'm very happy to have these. I do like them. Again, I just wish they had one more inch, even like a half an inch. But I think with sneakers, it should be okay. So yeah. Okie dokie. So that is it for this little mini try on haul for today. Overall successful. We had one thing that didn't work out. So out of everything I got, having one thing that didn't work out is pretty good for online ordering. And to be honest, even just looking at them when I pulled them out the bag, I kind of had a feeling they weren't going to fit. I didn't think I'd be able to not get them up, but I was kind of expecting them to not fit. And which is crazy because I think they had more stretch than the other jeans that I had tried on. But, you know, sizing is not consistent, especially in fast fashion, especially in women's clothing. So what can we really expect, you know? But anyway, thank you so much for watching. It's greatly appreciated. And I will link all the things I got below for you guys if you are interested in purchasing any yourself. Other than that, that is it for me for today. Love that you stopped by and hung out with me for this, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye.